like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't cost you anything, not even a nickel or a dime. Shout out to Alex for always keeping me updated. Click the link in the description for your cool piston gear. Let's get into it. If you broke, why are you still sleeping? Get your silly goofy self up. Let's get into it. So James Edwards the third. These are three. Um, the Pistons prioritize defense and shooting. These are the three players he can see them going after. Number one is Tobias Harris. We tried to trade for him. Was willing up to give Alec Burks and Bojan Bogdanovic up. The 76ers didn't want that, but we will go after Tobias Harris. He's about to be 32 this off season. He probably will want about $30+ million. 32. Don't know if I really go for it. Is he a solid 3-and-D guy? Yes. Could score 17 points, play solid defense, and shoot the three ball. Would I love it? Nah. Would I hate it? No. I'd be somewhere in the middle. I would be okay with it, I guess. And a long shot is Paul George. Paul George is about to be 34 years old. I don't think he. I think he wants to stay in LA. I think he's from somewhere in California. I think he might be from Fresno. I think he went to Fresno too to play college basketball there. But I mean, Paul George, of course, like he still plays at a high level, plays defense, can shoot the ball. Very interested in winning him and K to be great, but I highly doubt he's leaving Los Angeles and doesn't want to play with Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers no more. I highly doubt he wants to leave LA for the Detroit Pistons. But last and not least, the most realistic, he plays for the Brooklyn Nets. 6'11" center Nick Claxton. Very, very good defender. 12 points, 10 rebounds. A throwback center. My thing is, if we sign this class, then is there really we probably are getting rid of James Wiseman. There's no sense to keeping James Wiseman if we get in this class, and we might as well get rid of James Wiseman. Because I think Nick Claxton could be a better backup big. He doesn't hit his free throws as well. Like he only hits like what I think below 60% from free throws. So he's a lefty. I like his energy. Averages a couple blocks a game. Can rebound. And what I'm saying, there's a live threat. Do I love Nick Claxton? Yes, he's only 24 years old. I'd be more interested in going Nick Claxton, Tobias Harris. Uh, I would probably rather go after Nick Claxton than Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris, we need kind of a younger forward. So that's just my personal opinion. One that hated though, but the fact of the matter is, I don't think we have a shot at getting Paul George. Do we have a shot at getting Tobias Harris or Nick Claxton? Probably, and my most realistic, probably Nick Claxton. I don't think we get Tobias Harris. I think Philly needs him. Unless Philly don't want him and think they can get somebody else, then I think. And I don't know how much money he will make. Apparently, Tobias Harris loved Detroit, wanted to stay in Detroit his whole life. Apparently, he got family out there, so Tobias Harris might come back out here. So that won't be a shock, in to say the least. That's word on the street, but um, ain't no way Paul George is coming here. He's not leaving LA to come to Detroit. Just not happening. Unfortunately. Other players that I would want to go after and try. I don't know, man. I mean, there's a couple people I'd rather trade. I would rather try to trade for DeAndre Hunter than I would signing Tobias Harris. In my personal opinion, um, that's what I believe. I don't necessarily know if Paul George is a realistic option. If we get Nick Claxton, why are we going to keep Wiseman? I think Wiseman is gone. Personally, there's no sense of having James Wiseman and Nick Claxton on the same team. Somebody got to go. So I think if we sign Nick Claxton, I think James Wiseman gonna get traded to Memphis Grizzlies because the Memphis Grizzlies was talking about how they could turn James Wiseman into a superstar, um, and the Pistons ain't using him right. But Nick, I think James Wiseman has been playing better a lot lately. I don't think he's any more than a solid role player, but I do think we're going to have an interest in off season. I think Rip Hamilton might be assistant general manager very soon this off season. And I think after this season conclude, I think the Pistons are going to make a lot of changes in their front office. I think people are going to be getting fired, and keep your eyes out after the season finally ends. Keep your eyes on who has a job and who doesn't, and what moves they making and who they looking to give up. Troy Weaver realized April Fool jokes with the move. He just makes a GM. He just jokes with the move. He's just a GM. I'm weak. Yeah, you're not lying, bro. You're not lying. If he pulled the same stuff this offseason, he won't have no job. He won't be around here next year. I guarantee you that. Because fans ain't gonna stand for it. Even though this 2025 draft, it's got Ace Bailey, it's got Cooper Flag. I think this next draft in 2025 is gonna be something serious. That's in my personal belief, but who knows? But I love the fact of the matter is that we're gonna be. It sounds like at least we're trying to get something done and trying to get B. I mean, most of them dudes is B minus B plus players, so I would not be mad at either one. I mean, anything is better than them standing there and doing nothing and taking on bad contracts for guys who, you know what I'm saying, ain't even gonna contribute. Not in the least bit. So at least it's better than that. You know, that was the problem that we was having. We was having problems with people who would just, come here. People who been coming here the last few years and we're taking on bad contracts and they ain't producing nothing. They ain't producing not even a nickel or a dime. What kind of stuff is that, Troy Weaver? And we only getting second round picks. We can't do nothing with second round picks. Second round picks get tossed around the NBA like it's nothing. Get tossed around the NBA like it's pennies. Don't nobody want that. You know, I don't miss. I'm. I can't wait till this off season. I'm ready. The NCAA tournament going on. Who y'all got winning the championship this year? Who you think the Pistons? Do y'all guys think the Pistons should trade a draft pick? I would not be surprised if it fall down to 5 if we trade back or trade out. That's a real possibility too. But thanks for hitting the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Stop playing with your boy. But yeah, Paul George is not coming here. Um, that's a long shot. But the most realistic trade options are, free agent options are Nick Claxton probably and Tobias Harris. Either one of them two. But like I said, if we got Nick Claxton, I think you can kiss James Wiseman bye bye. Just my personal opinion. But you never know what the Pistons gonna do, what we're not gonna do, what's the next move because our GM is a total idiot. But I think we got people in the front office who won't let him do his job, which is to be the GM. I think they let him, they tell him what to do, and it's got like 10 people. You got 10 to 15 people in there telling Troy Weaver what to do, and all Troy Weaver do is get to draft. That's what I'm starting to think is happening. That's what it seems like. Because one of the guys, what's his name, Aaron Tim said, well, we felt like we didn't. That's not what we wanted to do. I thought, wait a minute, I thought Troy was the GM. Piston Talk says. So, because he get to talk to them type of guys and stuff. So that's kind of crazy to me. I remember, watching the glory days, watching the going to work Pistons, and they was putting that work, man. I miss them days. And it's already been 20 years, since they won the championship back in '04, and we are absolute travesty. That's why I'm kind of glad to see Richard Hamilton back around the organization. I hope he becomes assistant GM or play a front office role, please. We need him bad, bro. Get him in the office, Lord Jesus, because ain't no telling what's going on. We need somebody. Apparently, Troy Weaver's going that draft Desmond Bain, and apparently, Arlen Tellem didn't like his measurements, and look at what Desmond Bain doing right now, bro, on the Memphis Grizzlies. Instead of Sadiq Bey, we probably would have had Desmond Bain, bro. We would have had Desmond Bain in the Piston uniform, lining it up. But, we could have had Tyrese Halliburton. They could have been different. It would have been so much better for our team. Thank y'all for hitting the like button, man. Yo, come on, man. Share it, like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't cost y'all not even nickel or dime. You know what I'm saying? If you broke, why are you still sleeping? Get up. No, I'm just playing with y'all. But yeah, man. I really think it's gonna be a lot of trades this off season. It's gonna be some big free agent moves. We're gonna have to make some trades and take on some unnecessary contract to bring people here because I don't necessarily know if we want people here. If people want to come here, we're just gonna have to see and play it by ear. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens because if we are able to bring a winning culture here, I don't think I think more people want to come and play with Cade and them. I think so. And I don't be surprised if Cade does reach out and these players don't want nothing to do with Detroit. They don't like Detroit. They don't like, where it's at. They don't like the cold. They scared, you know what I'm saying? They a bunch of softies. I remember, who was it? Glenn Baby Davis or whatever. He from New Orleans. He said New Orleans, you know what I'm saying, send them to Detroit when they can't cook. I was like, boy, you need to stop. You'll eat anything, stop it. I want Brandon Ingram. I want Mikal Bridges in the Piston uniform. That's who I'll be going after this off season. That's what type of trades I'll be making. Don't be surprised if DeAndre Hunter becomes a Detroit Piston this offseason because he almost was last season. The Pistons almost swapped picks and got DeAndre Hunter last year. Don't be surprised if that becomes a real thing. If that becomes a real thing, yes. It just might happen. Don't be surprised if the Pistons trade one of four core because we got to make a decision if we got to get K this money and we don't have no more salary cap after this season. That's all gone. You got K, then you got Ivy and during next year, and then I think a year or two later you got a SAR. So that's gonna be interesting. But you guys let me know how you feel. It's your boy Piston Mike. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't cost you anything, not even a nickel or a dime. Shout out to Alex for always keeping me updated. Click the link in the description for your cool Piston gear. You guys let me know who should the Pistons go after this year. Who should we trade for? Who should we sign? What players should we bring in to change this culture around? What do you think Troy Weaver's gonna do? Do we make our draft pick or do we trade it? I'm out, man. Peace.